Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show today. God bless you all for joining. I am so excited that we're making the way back to begin to have our show as usual. The way we used to do it. So sorry for that interference. I want to see that I post so that people can know that we are here, we are live all the way. So we have an interesting topic today, and I'm not here alone to talk about this topic. I have two beautiful women that will join me. The other one is not here, but I have with me the beautiful Nena Foxy Mama 365. Thank you for coming.
Hi guys. Thank you once again, Lillian, for having me.
Thank you so much. So today we have an interesting topic, and I know a lot of people are waiting. They want to hear, they want to see, what do these ladies have for us? Yes, we have a lot to share. And please, anyone who has something to contribute, put it up there. We're going to definitely look at it, and we're definitely going to read it out and answer any of your questions that you have, So welcome again to the show. Today we have an interesting topic, the body image. Let me put the topic up because sometimes people like to see the topic that we have. They like to see what we have so that they can follow. So today we're talking about the body image. And something very interesting is that body image these days is not only, the women's problem. It has nothing to do with just the women only now. It's for men and women. A lot of young people, a lot of middle-aged people, a lot of older people, they're very particular about how do I look? How is my body type? How is my face? How is my leg? How is my this? Everybody's just concerned about how they look. So that's why we want to ask ourselves today, why this craze? How is it affecting our society? What is the negative impact that is bringing to our society? So that's what I want us to look at today. So what is that negative impact? Let me see if Miss Blessing is ready. I can see.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to be ready yet.
Okay.
When she's ready, she will join us. So our society today is being defined by how you look. Before now, I thought it's just only being defined by the money in your pocket. Because, no, it's true. Because, growing up in Nigeria, body issues is across all genders. Thank you so much, Nduka, for joining. We really appreciate your presence, This is our topic, the body image. So, but now, it's not just the pocket. Those days in Nigeria, when you're growing up, if you don't have money or your dad doesn't have one house or your uncle that you're living with doesn't have a house, then it's a problem. Are you ready, Miss Blessing?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for joining, Miss Blessing of Time to Connect. Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. Highly appreciated. Thank you so much.
I've been waiting on the backstage.
Oh, sorry.
I've been waiting.
We thought you were busy doing something, talking. So
I've been waiting,
All right. So we are here to talk about body image. We're here to talk about body image today. And body image cut across everybody. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, it cut across everybody. You guys give me 1 minute. But before I go, I want somebody else to take up the discussion. What do you think about body image across men and women? What do you think about it before we go into the major questions that we have today? Pick it up, Nena, please.
Thank you so much, Lillian. This is such a beautiful topic. I'm so glad you brought this topic up because it is so diverse, because it was something that before it used to affect just women. And now we see that even our men are also figuring out that they have to tighten up. You can't be walking around carrying beer belly around. That no woman wants that nonsense. Okay, so like you said, for those of us that I'm African, I'm Nigerian by from birth, right? So I grew up pretty much African. So pretty much in secondary school, my nickname, I used to be very skinny. I told my friends I'm going to share this. I used to be very, very skinny. They used to call me bag of bones. That was my nickname. Now, They used to call me skeleton, skelo, all this, and and then of course you had the other people who were like on the chubby side, of course, growing up as a child, some people were on the chubby side, they would call them fatty, or they would call them fatty bom bom, and those are the things those are the nicknames that we had from Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, all those things affect you as a child. I will go back to my room and I will cry, and I'm like, oh, and I will cry because there's nothing I can do about being skinny, and sometimes I will wear padded this one, padded bra, padded.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, now the weight has come, and now I'm looking for how to shed it. You see life. You see inside this life.
Yes.
So those things do affect us, I'm speaking from, as a young child. These are the things that made me feel, oh, I felt so horrible. I felt bad. People would laugh. And of course, there were other people that were on the fat side who they would, make fun of and, call different names. And these things make us as women feel inadequate in so many ways. Then, of course, now talking about social media, you have people like them, Kim Kardashian. When you see their body is like this. They are the hourglasses, and you have all these really beautiful women, Beyonce, and then you think to yourself, oh, you're trying to be like them. You want to, you walk. Some people are walking out. Some people want to be as, they want to be models and things, which is okay to want to strive to be beautiful. However, you have to make sure you're doing it for yourself, not because the society is dictating that you need to be you need to be an hourglass shape and all of that. So
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Miss Blessing, what do you think about this body image thing for men, for women, wanting to look otherwise? Before going to our main questions, what do you think about it?
I think that this body image thing has become like the norm for a lot of people. And I think it's a taboo, because a lot of people think that if they don't look a certain way, it's about the hair. Look at, I'm wearing this hair today to show, People think it's about the hair, it's about the nails, it's about the body, it's about the makeup. No, it's about you. Who has God created you to be? Who has God made you to be? Body image is just the outside part of it. Just take a shower, look clean, put on a decent clothes, and you're okay. If people don't like it, too bad. You cannot try to be like everybody else. And because you see that this person is wearing figure 8, you have to wear figure 8. What if you're not cut out for figure 8 and you go and do some kind of surgery and disfigure yourself?
Yep.
God made us in his own image, and we need to understand that we are special and we are wonderful, especially women. This thing is too much into women. We are looking at each other, we comparing each other, and we are fighting about who look better and all that. As long as you're good in your heart, as long as you are at peace with yourself, why are you worried about what people think about you? All that matters is what God thinks about you and what you about yourself.
Exactly.
I'm so glad that you just said that, because, like Sister Lillian, if like Beyonce, as beautiful as she was, the man that she's with, Jay-Z, still cheated on her with all the hourglass shape. Kim Kardashian is still on her way to a divorce. Listen, ladies, young girls, it is, yes, be beautiful, but work on your inner beauty. I always say that, work on your inner beauty first. In other words, make sure your mind is right, make sure your money is right, your education, get those things right. The outer one you can fix. I have not an issue with a woman saying, like for me, once I can get my coins together, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go and get that BBL, Brazilian butt lift. For you, those of you that don't know what a BBL is, it means that I'm rearing the fat in my tummy to put it in my backside. So you see, and that's the thing, a lot of times you don't realize that them Kim Kardashian and co, they're all not real. They are not real. They are doing all kinds of things. So for people that are trying to work out, which is okay, to just make sure you're getting yourself to be fit, but trying to be like a Kim Kardashian, like Kim Kardashian spends thousands and thousands of dollars, doing Brazilian butt.
And do you have that kind of money to be like her? I mean, it's too much.
Well,
but you have a nanny for each child. Do you have a nanny for each child?
Another thing is that what people don't realize, and when you're looking at this thing, actually, the people who want to look that certain way, it's just the publicity stunt they want to pull. Maybe they are into acting or
allegedly, please. Allegedly, all of this is allegedly. Please don't come and sue me. I don't get money.
Yes, but the truth is that we can't look like a particular person. Because I can't look like you now. You are you. You are your authentic self.
True.
I can't look. So the thing is, like you ladies are saying, look the best that God has created you to be.
Yep.
There is nothing wrong if you want to enhance anything in your body if you can afford it. But at the same time, you have to do it rightly. You understand? So we're going to look at some of the negative effects it's having in our community. Then we'll talk about the positive. Yeah, because there's still some positive things about trying to enhance your body. Like you said now, I don't mind doing the BBL if I have the money. Why not? To me, if I have the money, I want to tighten up some skins because as I am shedding off my weight, I see that, oh my God, some of my skin are not, they are not putting up together. But the important thing, look at it here, they're not putting up together. So I want to go tighten it up. I know that I want my hands to be very firm. But the thing is, right now, I am cool with myself. I am comfortable. I am happy. That's the most important thing. Nobody is pressuring me. Because if you allow people to pressure you, it's going to be a problem. And another thing I want to throw in is that sometimes some of these people we look at in the magazine and the paper, oh boy, now touch up, oh.
Now touch up.
When you see the people and after, now Photoshop, oh. So, but some people don't know that. They now go to the wrong doctors and they now put something bad in their butt or their. This thing is not just only women now, it's men and women.
Why are men also looking for figure?
Yes, most men are doing enhancement, especially if they are if they're in the front doing like acting or modeling. They're out there. They do Botox. A lot of men do Botox.
Lillian, what do you have to say with regards to this? This is not new. We've always had it for a long time. Lightening of your skin, to that, lighter. The lighter you are, the more beautiful. Allegedly, the people think you are. I have never understood
the better you are.
What do you think, Sister Blessing?
Okay, go ahead, Ms. B.
Well, I think it's still all about to do with body image. It's all about image. It's all about how you feel about yourself. It's all about your self-esteem. Because if you don't have a good self-esteem, you would think that everything else that everybody else is doing is the best, or maybe it's because it's the trend. I want to do what everybody is doing. I remember like growing up at home, those aunties, they will come, they will turn their skin yellow. And I'm like, why are you turning your skin yellow? I said, well, because, the other one won't get because I'm dark skinned. Some people will actually, like back home, like it's like the men like fat girls, like girls with body, and you will see somebody nice and we didn't know it was, and they will go start eating and eating and eating, try to get themselves blown up so that men can like them.
That's so true.
Why are you doing all this thing for people? And that is what is going on today. Because everybody wants to look like Lillian, everybody wants to look like Nena, everybody want to look like Blessing. No, it's not right. Be you and see your you would really come out.
Yeah, let me jump in there.
Because we show, we have to look at something way to do our show. So people trying to be like us, it costs us money to look good, to be on the show. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that.
Well, let me go and jump in and talk about the lightening of the skin, like you said. I don't know, for some reason, Miss B, your picture is kind of shaky. If you want to look into your camera. So for me, it all goes down
my
to
own?
No, your camera is kind of shaky and blurry in some areas. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So for me,
so let me see.
lightening your skin.
I'm my other computer. I'll change soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Let me take her out. Let us know when you're ready. Come back in.
Yeah, let me get the other computer. Yeah.
Okay. So to me, lightening of your skin is being confident of yourself. If you're not confident, that low self-esteem, is what brings problem for a lot of people. You know, is what brings problem for a lot of people. So if you don't have good self-esteem or confident about themselves, I see that somebody who doesn't have confidence about themselves, because if you're confident about yourself, who you are, you don't need to do that. And there are a lot of risk. I don't believe in it. I don't do it, number one, because I can't even afford it.
Maybe because you're already a yellow CC.
No.
Maybe because you're already a yellow CC. You people in Nollywood, you have to tell you people in Nollywood that you people should stop picking only yellow CCs. That's why I am so proud to see a Genevieve there. Yes, that's my girl.
No.
Not only just be putting all this yellow.
Even if I was that, Lupita Nyong'o, she's
beautiful.
So you should be confident about who you are. That is.
But the thing is, we have to let our men know that it's okay to be black like me. Like, I can't even bleach. I remember once when I was also growing up, I had an aunt that used to be she was so beautiful. She was light skinned as well. But as she yellow like this, my aunt would go sit down one corner. She go begin put this one roll hair. I say, hey, what is auntie doing? So I started copying her because I thought she was one of the most beautiful. So I started copying her. But you see my knuckles? These knuckles ain't going nowhere. There's not whitening, toning, Bobrisky cream can move these knuckles. So I was like, you know what?
Is it better?
Welcome back. So I was telling her about my childhood story of one of my beautiful aunties who used to spend a lot of time rubbing creams and doing this. And of course, growing up, these were people I used to look up to, and I used to be like, she's so beautiful. You people that are light-skinned women, you people don't know what we black-skinned women go through, right? Because a lot of times people don't want you. You're skinny. You're too black. When you go to Nollywood to go and do audition, they'll be like, this one, they can't see you, So I think society has dictated and said to us that a lot of times, if you are dark skinned, if you are fat, we're not good, or if you are too skinny, So society dictates a lot of.
You have to accept yourself first. You have to accept yourself first. I don't know if you've seen the new Dove. I think it's Dove. The new Dove, one of my favorite musicians here. Oh God, what's this her name now? She's a rapper. Oh God, don't let me forget her name. What's her song?
Cardi B?
No, not Cardi B. She's a new black girl. She's plump. Oh God.
Lizzo.
Yeah, Lizzo. I love Lizzo.
Lizzo don't Lizzo don't care. Lizzo don't send you.
It's self-acceptance. You have to accept who you are.
Lizzo no send you.
You understand? Now, I used to be intimidated. Let me use the word intimidated. Should I say intimidated or not confident of myself one time? Yeah. Because I had, when you're growing up, you have this inoculation. And it wasn't even too much. So I had it. And for some time, can you even see anything here? Nothing. I couldn't put on, short sleeves. And this is something that my mom is always buying for me and all that stuff. But after a while, I said, what the heck? Because that's like one of my favorite clothes to wear, Yeah, like something strapless and all that. So you have to build your self-confidence. A lot of people don't have it. And that is the problem. If you have your self-confidence like Lizzo, who cares how you look? All that matters is rock what you have. But at the same time, we're going to talk about why do we really need to sometimes pay attention to our body? Yeah. If you're on the big side, it is necessary because of your health. That is quite understood. Because if you're on the big side and there are some health, problems, it's not fun. So you also want to be sure that, okay, I'm working out because I want to be healthy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm also going to say this too, because you have diseases like bulimia, anorexia, and these are for people that are on the slim side. There are young girls that have passed away, which is so sad, and they're already skinny or they're already slim, but they feel that because of the way society has dictated to, this is more a Western. Because growing up, we didn't know anything like, what somebody would go chop. Bulimia pretty much is an eating disorder, in which after eating, you eat, make yourself full, then you go back and then you binge.
I don't know what's wrong with her camera today.
And you cut yourself. and you purge yourself such that you just to try and so you don't gain the calories. While anorexia is you lack of eating, or you're exercising and going to, and people actually die from this condition. So we're never ever going to underestimate all those things, you know. So I'm just pretty much saying we talk about the fat being on the heavy side, but also being on the other extreme also. So pretty much it's trying to maintain a healthy BMI. BMI, body mass index, pretty much for your weight, for your height, and your stature, what you weigh. So that's pretty much everybody's goal should probably be to maintain a healthy BMI. You know,
exactly. That's the right word. We should try to be healthy.
Body
Are
mass
you being healthy? People who are, whether you are big, whether you are skinny, I've seen people who are very skinny and they're very sick. Their cholesterol is high. This is high.
That's
The
true.
important thing is your body image should be particular about you being healthy.
Yeah.
Not what people are dictating to you to say, oh, you're this, or I'm not going to marry you, you're too skinny, I'm not going to marry you, you're too. Why do you have to care about that? What is important is, I think you made a statement when you started earlier. The important thing is, are you beautiful inside? Because you can be so beautiful, radiating and looking so gorgeous, and the inside and the character is zero.
That is so true. Lillian, when you say you hit the nail for the head, you hit the nail on the head for real with what you just said. You know, a lot of times we're so fixated on how we look on the outside. And I get it. Everybody wants to come and look sharp. Everybody wants to come out and, you know, represent. We all want to wear that straight weave on, and we all want, you know. However, that shouldn't be your only focus in life. You shouldn't, that can't be your only, you know. I'm looking for black women that are doing things, and there are black women that are rocking their thing, you know, making sure your mind is right, making sure your finance is right, making sure you're able to take your children are right, you know. So once you have all those, I have not a problem with you when your bone straight hair, when your $100,000 weave on, if that is what makes you happy, by all means rock that thing, you know. It's very interesting. Like, did you know that K. Michelle did a butt lift in which she said she went somewhere in some hotel and she injected some horrible into her butt, and so I mean, if you know K. Michelle, we all know how huge her bum used to be, you know, and it took almost 6 surgeries for her to be able to get all the nonsense that she put in. At the moment, there's a big, huge case with a lady from Med Contour in Nigeria, who unfortunately, this is all allegedly, don't come for me, please. She lost someone. One of her patients died, and neck, I think it was, did this BBL or some other surgery with her, and unfortunately, she died. Now they're going to court.
Oh my God.
Very sad. It's really, really sad. She's a medical doctor from the University of Lagos. That is the Anu Adepoju, who owned the Med Contour. But the issue now is she's saying, oh, she did everything right, the procedure right. However, the client didn't take care of the womb, and she had some kind of lapse and something, and so the body died. Now, when you now think back, we've lost too many people. Obasanjo's wife died.
Obasanjo's wife too died. And let me tell you something. It's very easy. The belly fat, which is a visceral fat.
Yeah.
We know when you want to get it, it's easy to get. To lose it is difficult, but is it achievable? It is achievable.
It is.
If I am getting mine down, anybody can get theirs down. But the thing is, you can't be eating everything and you think that visceral fat there is going to get away. So you don't need to go under the knife, because not everybody goes under the knife and comes out safely.
Yeah.
What is his name? Kim's husband. The mother did the same thing. She didn't come out.
Yeah.
So everybody is
the same thing, and we lost her that way.
Yes.
Very, very sad. So I think for me, I don't have a problem with people going under the knife, you know, cutting hair there, snipping it, sucking it, whatever makes you happy. If you can afford it, by all means. But please, ladies, do your research. Make sure you're not going somewhere in some back alley, some doctor somewhere that, please do, or go to somewhere in India or somewhere in Mexico. Please always make sure you do your research. What is the doctor's history? How many people has he taken care of? And what is and then if the doctor tells you you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you cannot do tummy talk, and then you now wake up the next day, you want to chop amala. It ain't gonna happen. No, you have to, you have to please follow whatever
You have to start changing what you eat.
They say you have to
use everything. Yes.
Use a straw and take only fluids. Please, you have to follow the doctor's instruction. So please, these are all the little things that we need to. And then please, the internet, Google is your friend. Okay, don't be afraid of Google. Google is your friend. All right, Google everybody. You can Google me, Google everybody. Look, if doctor tell you, and even when the doctor tells you, you need a surgery, always go to Google and say, hey, Google.
Apart from even the surgery, go for second opinion. Yes. It's very important, because when I was young, I think in high school or something like that, I think I said this thing before one time on my show. I was having pain on my right hand side. No. It was kind of consistent. So I told my mom, because my mom was like my body. I could tell her anything. So she asked me a couple of questions. And I said, yeah. So we went to a doctor. And this doctor, because he just came back from the US then in Warri there, any case that goes to him was surgery. Oh. So he now said, it's appendicitis. We're going to remove it. So my mom said, no surgery. So a lady came to my house. And my mom now told her and said, this is the problem my daughter is having. What do you think will be the problem? So the lady now started asking me some girl questions, after your period, what happens? Oh, she said it's ovulation. I said, yes, it comes like once in a month, the way that this man would have taken me on and put me on the table and cut off my appendix for no reason. Wow. So it's good to go for second opinion. Body image is something that is killing a lot of our ladies. Both the ones in high school, the one in the university, everybody wants to do a touch, even when they can't afford it. And a lot of girls are dying in it. So I'm going to ask you a question. What would you say to a young girl who comes to you now? Because this thing starts from when people are really, really young. I didn't have that experience. Because like I said, you have to accept yourself and build your confidence.
True.
I am confident of myself. It doesn't matter how I look. It doesn't matter what you think about me. It doesn't matter if I live in a one-room apartment. Even in Nigeria, as poor and we didn't have money as I was so confident and have my choice. If you are a guy coming to me, I have my choice to say, tell me. You that confidence.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big problem.
Yeah.
When I came to the US newly, sorry to cut you off, my first car was a Tercel. Not Tercel, 2 doors.
Yes,
if you see me rocking that car, you think I carry Mercedes. Because you have to be confident and be happy with what you have and with yourself. So what would you tell a young girl who comes to you today and say, oh, auntie, I went to school, my friends didn't like my body, or I don't like my body. They said I look this way, I look that way. Because this is how it starts.
Yes,
what would you say to her?
So true. What you said, I would probably tell a young girl, the first thing I would say is be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself well. Be kind to yourself. And also, if you're kind to yourself, which is love to yourself, then you can love other people. As a young girl, it was so sad to be called all those names, bag of bones, skeleton, and all those things. But for some reason, I think I was really lucky that my mom has always kind of been like a pillar for me. Like I always tell people, such that I was always confident in myself. It's as simple as, do you want to date me? Yes or no? If you don't want to date me, get out. Next, who is the next? I really honestly didn't, and then, because at the end of the day, when you start talking to me, you now find out that, oh, this girl is actually very smart. This girl actually knows something. She's not just about MTV and I can actually talk about politics. I can talk about different things. I can talk about life history. I can talk about Israel and Palestine. I can talk about, so I would tell a young girl, Find things that interest you. I like gardening. Go find things that really do
Yay! I want to start gardening too.
And it's very sad in this age of social media why girls are more affected. A girl will be on WhatsApp waiting for people to respond. Oh, hi, and when you don't get that response back, it makes you feel, oh, oh, people didn't. That's why Instagram actually had to take away likes. Instagram actually had to take away likes for when you put a picture up, because people want to see how many likes do you have, how many likes don't you have, and it started affecting people. Instagram actually figured out it was affecting people that, oh, you put a picture, people don't like your picture. Stop putting up your pictures. Like find other things to do. That your life not just be only about social media. You can't live Kim Kardashian's lifestyle. You just can't. Or you want to be Paris Hilton. These people have the money, they have the finances, they have the wherewithal to do all of that.
And not just another thing is they built, not just having the money, they worked for the money. But our girls, especially in Africa, sorry to say, you are sacrificing your body to want to look that. You don't need to do that. Please. Build yourself.
Yeah.
Build your self-confidence. Before I go on, I want to say thank you to the gentleman or woman who says, good topic, but I can only listen. The network is bad for him to see us, but he's listening. Thank you so much for that. So the thing is, build yourself. And if you start building yourself, you will get there. It's a gradual process.
Yeah.
Don't be so desperate to want to wear a Brazilian 500,000 hair and you're killed. Or you want to go add a Botox to your boot. I want to remove my own. I don't know.
Please give me.
I want to remove some.
Oh my God.
I still have like 20 pounds to shed off, So I want to shed it. So please, I want to give anybody.
Please give me.
It's very important for us to accept ourselves. And this one is not just the young ladies. Even the married women are getting into this business. 2, accept yourself. And the men too are getting into it. If you know that your body is somehow, especially when it's on the big side, and like you said something there now, it's not bad if you can afford it to go under the knife. Our sister's camera is really giving her a hitch. Sorry for that. It happens sometimes, so don't worry yourself. It does happen.
Yeah.
So to me, there are some basic steps people can take to look the way they want to look. Changing your diet.
You're healthy. Yeah, check that out. Lillian has so many great tips on looking good, eating healthy,
Yeah. Change your diet. Change the way you eat. Change. If you're depressed, talk to somebody. Because that's another topic we have to come back to talk about.
Yes, for
because
sure.
A lot of people are depressed. And these things, when people are depressed, some of them eat to just kind of, okay, this will fill in that vacuum for me. Let me eat. And when you eat, you're not doing so much good to your body. So let's go to another question. If you have question too, Nena, please throw it in. Because I know we're going to round up shortly. So now because we're talking about like the negative side, let me put it that way, of, oh, not do this, don't bleach, don't do this. What are some of the positive things in trying to, really maintain your body, especially women who are over 40, 50? Is it necessary for them to be particular about their body image?
Well, for me, the positive thing is it keeps you kind of understanding that, oh, you know what? I think you just want to be healthy pretty overall. So like for those of us that are in front of the camera, I honestly really don't. I keep telling people don't believe. I do not like being in front of the camera. I really would rather be at the back of the camera doing production and doing other things. But because if you're in front of the camera, you want to make sure like all this fat.
All this fast, I'm very conscious of it.
So
do everything like, oh my God, what's this?
So it kind of keeps you kind of going and saying, okay, you know what? I don't want to go to the gym today. I don't want to walk today, but you know what? It's raining. Okay, I would still, put on my sneakers and let's hit the gym. Let's work out. So that's the positive part of it. Check your cholesterol. Go make sure you see the doctor if you need to. Don't wait. Things like that. That's probably the positive side of it. However, Lila, there's a question I wanted to ask you. Why is it that, okay, let me give you the instance first. Growing up as a child, I had this beautiful, beautiful auntie. Like I said, I have a lot of beautiful aunties. But this my auntie for me was like the most beautiful woman, and she was on the chubby side, but for me she was the most beautiful woman ever. And our men would say if she lost weight, it would be like, what's going on? But when she was looking fat and on the beautiful side, they would be like, your husband is taking good care of you. So I couldn't understand. So how come it is that in Africa, a person being fat is a sign of wealth and health? Meanwhile, being fat in the abroad is a sign of you not being able to take care of yourself. Why do we have this disparity in society?
I have the answer.
You would, girl, go hit me.
I have the answer. So number one, I will put the top list there as ignorant. Yes, ignorant, because a lot of our women who gained that kind of weight medically had problems that they didn't know. Especially that in Africa, we don't go for yearly routines. We don't go for exams. We don't know what our blood type is. We don't know what the cholesterol is.
Right.
Exactly. Secondly, I don't know. This is my opinion. There's a selfishness from the men too. Selfishness and not having that confidence of, on their wives. Why do I say that? If some of these men go out, they look at girls that are skinny, with all their eyes budging out.
Lilia, you go kill me here.
No. So the truth of the matter is, how would you allow your wife that you married to
they don't want other men to look at her now?
Exactly. They don't want other men to look at the women to be weighing 350 pounds. And one day she would drop dead with heart attack. I am not saying that everybody who has plumpy body will have heart attack. But most times it happens. I was overweight and I was having issues without knowing. And people are like, oh, you're so good. You're round. Oh, you're chubby, round, everywhere round. No. Another thing is, when you are around like that, even you, the woman, will lack self-confidence. Especially when you're going out. Maybe in Nigeria, all we do is we wear the traditional attire. But if it's in the Western country, you have to wear the gowns. Exactly. You find out that it's not funny when you wear the gown and the belly like You understand?
One day I reached out to, I think it was either Ovation magazine or one of these, and they kept on saying, oh, that these women were the most beautiful. And I kept on saying to them, I don't understand what you people are talking about, that they were the best dressed. And I kept on saying that, what do you mean by best dressed? So you mean if I just wear gold every day, then different type of gold, then I'm the best dressed? That for me didn't symbolize fashion. Like it just didn't, for me, I when boo-boos, that for me didn't symbolize fashion. But
thank you so much. So Miss Blessing, Nena was asking, why is it that the men back home prefer the women who are plump? Before you answer, I don't want people to say, oh, Lillian, why are you judging like that? No, I'm not judging. I'm not saying that it is bad to have some body, some flesh on you. If you're cool with it, it's okay. And how agile are you? I've seen a lot of, if you come to the Western world, some of the women who have that plump body, they are very active. So don't just have the plump body and just, don't have the plump body, you are not taking care of yourself. You are not making up for your husband, because sometimes now they have that body and you not have children. Yes, sometimes it's caused by having children too.
True.
When people have children, that baby fat follows them. They don't
for a long time.
And now what happens? It affects you emotionally, psychologically as a woman. It affects you. Because if your husband now begins to have one kind of mind,
or start following a young girl.
No, even when your body is like that, still take care of yourself. Because I've seen a lot of women in back home who have that kind of body, then they package past say you weigh slim.
Of course. It's all about packaging. It's all about packaging.
But at the same time,
package well.
Check yourself medically. That's where I'm particular about. Don't leave yourself weighing as a woman, you are 5'2" and you are weighing 350 pounds or 280 pounds and you're cool with it. No. Check yourself. Even as a man. Because a lot of our men are pregnant too.
I'm glad you said that.
Because is the beer, is the too much fufu, is the not exercising, and not doing anything rather than what I mean. So men need to walk around, and we know in Africa a lot of people cannot afford to go to the gym because of the pricing. But the thing is that you can walk around because there's so much to work back home. You don't just sit
They
there
will kidnap you.
and your fufu is that big, and they say, "Oh, give daddy more. He need it more because he's the father of the house." He should eat less, really, because if he's sitting there and doing nothing, pregnant, I mean, like 9 months pregnant. I mean, like 10 months pregnant.
But let me quickly correct you something.
Bad body image that we create on our own that need to go away.
Exactly.
True.
But you see, for the gym,
Well said.
people don't even need money to go to gym.
No.
These days, you don't even need to go to the gym.
No.
There's so much you can do in your house. Because I've come to realize, I don't know, it looks like as you get older, you begin to get some more wisdom. I've come to realize that as young people, we really bother ourselves a lot. If you don't have money and time to go to the gym, like what I do, you see this gallon that they use in selling water that's like a full liter or 2 liters.
Yes.
When you finish using the water or your vinegar that you bought from the market, just fill it up with water and lock it tight. That can be your weight that you are using.
Yes, exactly. And to lift up.
Exactly.
And you walk around. In Africa, there's so many places to walk.
No, we know they're kidnapping people now, so don't tell them to walk around in Africa.
Before they will come and tell you that you should bring money now. Minister Blessing set me to walk.
We are not walking around because of kidnapping,
Yeah,
you can do jumping jack in your house. You can just, these days technology has it's doing so much for us. You can put on your phone YouTube and
even
exercise.
in the Western world, though, there are men that are pregnant too, and you would be like, I thought that they would be the example others will follow because they live in a Western world. But everybody's just like letting that belly shoot out. That is really unbelievable. That really gotta go, and that really need to look for body image.
Please,
well, we don't want the men to be upset at us or women. We're just saying in a nutshell that how do you take care of your body? And do you allow people to define you for, with your body? They say, oh, this person look like this. No, be confident. Accept yourself. I think we said all those things. Accept yourself, be confident. And when necessary, work on yourself. And don't go extra miles. I don't know, ladies, what you guys think. Don't go extra miles because it is the extra miles that bothers us. You cannot afford it. Now you go to the
wrong take it once at a time, you do something today, the way you eat too, what you're eating, the quantity, the time you're eating, all those things contribute to that, whatever, whether a woman, whether a man. What we're saying here is that people should, do things in moderation. God created everything in such a way that we should have to do them in moderation, but we don't do it in moderation. We overdo it, and then tomorrow you see the pounds packing everywhere, and then we begin to feel bad about ourselves. But we created that. If you don't feel bad about yourself, that's how you want to be. It's okay. It's your life. You live it, But if you feel that you're going to begin to compare your people to others, take care of it now before it gets to that point where you have to compare yourself to other people.
Okay, so last question, almost last question, maybe the second to the last. Let us give reasons why people should love their body more. Is that how I should ask that question? Or why do we want people to actually love their body and not imitate somebody else? The reason, for me, I see that, let me just give 1 or 2 examples. I have seen a lot of cases. If you watch TLC, like me, a lot of cases that have gone wrong. And also if you watch what do they call it now, Dr. Dubrow, that's their show. Exactly, Bodge. I've seen a lot of things that have gone wrong. People's buttocks that are folded like this. Faces turn like this. Lips turn like this. Everything. So what advice do you have for people to say, look, we appreciate you want to take care of your body, but sometimes that photo trick, these people, photo trick, because when you see some people after camera, It's
I know.
horrible.
I know, like Kim Kardashian used to make us feel that her bomb was her own and did it, and so everybody was like, but how did it happen now? You used to be very skinny. How did it happen? Until we realized that they were doing a lot of surgery things and taking fat from
Are
one
you
side.
sure? Did she do?
Of course. Look, have you not seen her sister Khloe Kardashian? Come on, they do. So, but the thing is, because it is her body fat, taken out from different
Okay,
parts,
different places and
and
injected.
then now put it in the bomb. That is the Brazilian butt lift that they're talking about. And so because it is your body fat, right, taken from your body accepts it faster. So you heal very fast because it is your body, right, that's taken out from some area, your underarm, from your backside, and put somewhere else. So it is okay. However, some people put all kinds of lead, like K. Michelle's own was, I think, some kind of silicone, and that all kinds of lead, and
it falls off.
And so before you know it, it's horrible. It really becomes really. K. Michelle has had to do 6 surgeries so far, and I don't think she's done. And she is very lucky that she has the money. Because this was an injection that she had when she was like maybe 10, 15 years ago, when she really didn't have that much money. She was somewhere in some hotel, some fake doctor went and did it. So it's been very sad for her.
So do you advise people to do it when necessary, or if they want to, or not to do it? They can go natural. You can do natural.
My nose.
Yes.
Nothing is my nose.
Yes.
The nose big from here. The whole face na nose. I would like the nose to be.
No, there's something they are doing now. There's something they are doing now that is very quick and is non-surgical that you can do. Is threading. You can go thread it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you I don't want when you talk about this thing, look at what happened to Michael Jackson. It's so sad. There's just so many stories. Donatella Versace, there's so many. I don't know what she looks like right now, but she doesn't look like and she used to be a very beautiful woman. So take it easy, people. That's my own advice to people. Take it easy.
What do you think is pushing them to do it, Miss Blessing?
What's the world?
Okay, sorry. What's pushing people to do that?
What I think that is pushing them is the celebrities. What is pushing them to do that is not being confident of who you are. And let me tell us something, God said that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by him. Our body is a temple of the Most High God. And because we are in the temple of the Most High God, we need to treat that body as such. And we cannot just keep piercing and opening and putting and doing. They are doing these things because they want to look like other people. You are not created to be like other people. It's like we talked about aunties back home when they go bleach their skin to try to look light-skinned because so they can get a guy. It's all about the image. It's all about, oh my God, if I don't look like her, she will get the guy. And if I need the money because I'm darker skin, or maybe because I'm so thin, I'm so skinny, and then I won't get it. And another thing is that when you go to get a job, people are looking at your skin color to hire you. So everybody want to say, okay, I want to look like light skin.
That one not they change.
That one is very true. I remember allegedly, Zenith Bank will not employ you unless you have big backside. Allegedly, Zenith don't come for me. Okay.
Even in Africa too, you have to be a certain way for them to hire you. Even this light thing is a big thing in Africa too. Those men will not hire you, but once you're light skin, your body is shining and you come in, boom bang, whether you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing, they hire you. So that is why people are doing these things. It's not like their real mind to do these things. There are people, they are very good people, they are very good morals, they were raised very well, but because of what society have made it to be, it is the trend, it is what is going on. And then he said, okay, look at her, she has that job, she's been paid 30,000 naira or $30,000 and I'm paying 15,000. What is she doing that I'm not doing? And then maybe they may happen to be friends, and you say, well, me, I went to cook myself, or maybe I did this or I did that. Go and do it. But you're not asking, how did you get the money? How am I gonna get the money? What is the consequences at the end of the day? And because we are forgetting who we are, when you don't know who you are, I believe it's when you begin to participate in all these kind of things. You have to know who you are. You have to know who made you.
Thank you. Let me quickly go to Nena. So Nena, in 1 minute, what do you think? What do you think before I say what is in my mind? Go ahead.
Yes.
Nena.
I'm sorry, what's the question again?
What is pressuring people to do all these things?
I think pretty much the poverty is for us for a lot of people it's pretty much the poverty syndrome, and people trying to keep up with the Joneses. Those are for me the two things: either the poverty syndrome, trying to be among, like, I don't understand why a woman who's barely making money, ends meet, wants to wear bone straight hair of 300,000 naira. I have never that's for me, right? But to each their own, and I'm not one to judge. So,
well, for those people that are watching us, the reason why we're doing this topic today is specifically to really address most of our African brothers and sisters, because when we talk about this body image, the way they want to look and they cannot afford it, it's really, really crazy. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's landing a lot of them into problems. Some of them are dying. Some of them are meeting the wrong men. A girl who is in the university because you want to look very flashy, you now think of how to make money. And what happens? Some of them are dying. Some of them are dying. And by the time they succeed in even going to do all those things, they're exposing their body in the social media. It doesn't have to be like that. You understand? But when you're talking about the Western country, this is the society. This is what they like. Even in Nigeria, people who are like in the show business, this is their business. So some of them actually are being pushed to do some of these things because of the job they do. I think you ladies said it. The job
Nollywood.
Hollywood.
Lillian, you're going to call your people out, Lillian. Hollywood and Nollywood. It's
and
okay.
Ghana Wood. And Ghana Wood. Is that what they call it? Ghana Wood?
It's okay. Hollywood. Black-skinned, beautiful black women, Lupita and myself. It's okay to put us in front of the cameras.
Now we have a lot of black girls now in the Nigerian movies that are beautiful. We have a lot of black girls that are beautiful.
Maybe Ini and
we have a lot of black girls that are beautiful. Because a lot of Nigerian girls are light skin. A lot of them.
They're not naturally light skin. They are burning themselves. They are using white tone white.
They cooked it. They cooked it. Yeah. They cooked it.
See the wearing us.
We are beautiful. Look at us, Look at us.
If you ask me, right?
And do all those things they do.
If you ask me,
biggest stars.
If you ask me, I would have loved to be as dark as my dad. But my mom is so light, like all these Spanish people. So, but for me, I would have loved to be as dark as my dad, because I just love it when you see some dark skin. And like in Edo, when you meet in Edo in real life,
very beautiful.
Her skin is more beautiful than when she's on the screen. Her skin shines. Yeah, her skin shines.
Yeah.
It's dark and shiny. So I love it. Whether you're black, as long as you are able to take care of yourself, is good.
That's it.
So, ladies, let's wrap this whole thing up. One advice for people, because the reason why we're doing this today is to encourage our women to say, look, you are beautiful the way you are. It doesn't matter. But if it is necessary, we're not against you. If you want to do anything with your money, if you can afford it, do it.
And do it right so that it doesn't hurt you in the end too.
Exactly.
If
I have the money
tomorrow, you go back to surgery until you damage your skin like you know who.
Exactly. If I have the money, definitely I might want to do one or two things. But I'll be sure that I'm doing it right. So if you can afford it, do it. Like, I want to whiten my teeth. My teeth is not white enough.
Right.
Not white enough.
That's one thing I love, Leo.
Exactly. So I want to go do whitening and straightening alignment. If you can afford it, do it. Yes. You understand? So, but we're just trying to say, be careful. Don't let people push you. Be confident of who you are. Accept yourself. Package yourself.
Package yourself.
Even now, another thing I discovered, I'm going to share it in Heady Gist, in a video. Do you know if you start rubbing coconut oil in your skin, like in the morning when you wake up before you take your bath, wash, cream yourself all over, massage yourself with coconut oil, take a shower. Just keep doing that. Your skin will be glowing.
I mean, when you watch even social media today, like Facebook, you see, these Chinese people, how they have the beautiful skin. It's when they show you what they use. It's just natural things. They blend it together, put it together, put honey, and they use it, and it will peel out any blemishes, anything. I'm like, my God, is that what they do and look this beautiful? So a lot of people have the knowledge of these natural things, but a lot of people are mixing so much chemicals to their body. And when you put chemical in your body, it's not good. It comes back to haunt you. How those bleaching, when you don't have money anymore, the person will begin to have patches all over the place.
Okay, let's close, ladies. Thank you so much. But one word from each one of you. What is your advice to whether a young woman, middle age, 40s, 50s, 60s? What is one word you want to tell them today before we leave?
For me, I would say be yourself and who God has created you to be.
I love that.
For me, I would probably say healthy living. You're never too old. Even at 50, you're not too old. At 25, you're not too young. Start eating healthy. Make sure you're getting your greens, your colors, greens, carrots, all those things in. And especially if you can do it in Nigeria where we have organic, please, pick up a carrot, pick up, from time to time. Leave all that ishewu, suya, and all these other things, which are.
I love ishewu. Don't go there.
Listen, that's my stable food, ishewu, okay? However, from time to time, leave ishewu.
Sorry, I don't eat meat.
I know. Meat is
take up your food, take up your, it's okay to eat all those things, eat healthy, drink water.
It's okay to eat what, like you see, thank you so much. Moderation, I like that word. Yes. What we are saying here, just to encourage everybody. And now, 70 is the new 35. It is the way you take care. It is the way you take care of yourself that you will look. Some people see me, oh my God, Lydia, you look good. Oh my God, you look this. It's sacrifice if you know what I'm doing.
No, you don't eat.
I don't eat a lot of things. It's sacrifice. So you have to tell yourself that I want to accept myself. I want to make myself happy. And please, I'm not sacrificing to make myself unhappy. I enjoy everything that I eat. If I'm not enjoying it, I won't eat it. So enjoy yourself. Sacrifice.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Accept yourself. Look the way you want to look, but make sure it is on the right track so that you can be safe. That's what we are saying here. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys.
One last thing I want to say, Lillian, a lot of times we women women don't even dress up for men. A lot of times women actually dress up.
Another topic. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that so we can show some pictures of women, because it's very important, how to dress up for your man. Hey,
women don't even dress up for their men. Actually, women dress up for other women. So I was gonna just advise, please be kind to one another. Sometimes you see someone dressing up and doing, and you don't know the person's struggles. You don't know. A kind word will go a long way. A smile will go a long way.
That is good. No, I like that. You know why I like that word? Sorry that will take another 1 minute to do that. The reason why I like that is, let's not be quick to judge people. Sure. Because I could see you now walk into somewhere and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you have anxiety. I don't know if you've just had a panic attack.
Depression.
I don't know if you're depressed. I don't know what's going on. And you just threw something on your body. I don't know if you're going through some psychological or emotional issues at home. And we are quick to judge.
Very quick.
The African community, we are see the way they look. See the way they talk. What did they worry themselves? See the way it just appear. What did they worry when the dress come like this? They won't even greet you. So those things are very common in our community.
Yes.
I like the word you said. Let us be kind to one another. Ellen DeGeneres, I love her. She says that all the time. Be kind to one another.
That's it.
Don't just use. We don't love each other, and it pains my heart every day when I think about it. Love your sisters. Love your brothers.
Yeah. So if you don't love yourself too, though, it's hard to love other people. You cannot give what you don't have. True. If you do not love yourself, it's hard to know what love is. And it's really, we have to have that agape love, unconditional love. If you love yourself unconditionally, it's easy to give it away because that's who you are.
Oh, thank you.
Word.
Well said. Thank you so much, Lillian Osa. Thank you for joining Tayo. Thank you so much, Dan Dantes and Duka, Joy Grant. Oh, my lady, thank you. All of you watching from different places and those people who will watch us after, we'll come back with another good episode next time.
Yes,
thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Much love.
We love you. Take care of you and take care of each other.